people start turning into zombies, I'm going to Brad Pitt's house. It's the end of the world as we know it, and I feel puzzled. Now, what's happening, guys? I just wanted to chime in on this because, my God, ever since I've been home from work, which is about 4 o'clock, so it's been 4 hours. It's just been like looking on my Twitter feed, and well, first off, I was very frustrated with people because it's just the way people just act sometimes. It's crazy with this whole coronavirus thing. I mean, for the past like couple weeks, a lot of people, even me, I was like, it's just another one of those things. Like every year we get it, your SARS, your H1N1, your bird flus. It's just another one of those things. But then it's just like today, it just took a big spike, just a big spike. And I was like, kept refreshing my feed. And then I was like, no, take a break. And then I took a break, but then it was hard. I was like, I got to see what's happening. And then right within like a half an hour, Trump and his cabinet announces that there is a traveling ban from Europe. So nobody from Europe can fly into the United States. Tom Hanks and Rita Wilson tested positive for coronavirus. May they get well soon. That's a little scary because when they talk about the ages that you have to worry, 60 plus, you have to worry, and they're 60 plus. So hopefully, I'm sure they're getting the best of treatment, but my God, national treasure, Mr., he is our national treasure. He's an American treasure. Come on. Tom Hanks, get well soon. And Rita Wilson, of course, too. Her too, obviously. And then the NBA has suspended the season because one of their players tested positive. Oh my God, what the fuck's going on, man? And it's just crazy. When it comes to, one of the reasons why I want to do this video is because I've been seeing how people tweet stuff, and I was getting frustrated because just the way that people talk about it, I've been seeing it like all week where people are like waiting for the government to do something or waiting for Trump to do, or shitting on Trump because the way Trump is. And I totally get that, Pumpkinhead is going to be Pumpkinhead. It's just a big deal, sniffles. I get it. But at the same time, I'm like, hey, the government, you're going to depend on the government? Fuck that, okay? What we need to do, this is what we need to do. When it comes to what's happening right now is we got to take it amongst ourselves. And I wish like more people would just think this way, or because there's just going to be douchey people out there. I don't know how many times I'm not even going to go over like some of the stuff I saw like in video form and stuff like that, but we got to take precautions. Obviously, this is no joking matter. At first it seemed like it's just going to blow over or whatever the fuck, but now it's really gotten to a point where it's like, okay, shit's really happening. Stuff's fucking getting weird. Literally the NBA suspended their season. I wouldn't be surprised if baseball. See, I'm supposed to go to a baseball game in a week from like Sunday. I don't think that's going to happen. Okay, they canceled E3. They're going to cancel Comic-Con. They just canceled CinemaCon. That's done. Adam Sandler, he postponed his tour dates in March. It's just fucking crazy right now. But what we need to do is just kind of like come together, no matter what your politics are, what the fuck differences you have, just come together and just do your due diligence, okay? Now, obviously, someone like me, if I were to get the virus, I probably would just be sick for a bit, and then that's it. Because, obviously the media is having a field day with everything that's been happening with it because they talk about death tolls, death rate. Oh my God, infected, buzzwords. That's what the media does. They blow it up. They blow it up to proportion. They don't talk about recovery. They don't, okay? But there is mention of young children, babies, and of course the elderly, 60 plus. That's why we're worried a little bit about Rita Wilson and Tom Hanks. And I'm sure they're getting top-notch treatment. They need to worry. So now we got to take it upon ourselves. We're not have to depend on the government or Trump or anybody, okay, or anybody else. Take it amongst yourselves to do what you're supposed to do, okay? It's sad that I saw workers at New York subways are cleaning the subways all around twice a day now, and I'm like, why weren't they doing that in the first place? Really? It took a fucking virus for you to do your jobs to clean? Okay, it's crazy. It's crazy what this whole thing is hopefully we'll be laughing about this when come like summertime. But obviously, if you have elders, if you have parents or grandparents, look after them. Make sure they're taking the careful precautions. More than, like I said, I'm gonna probably talk to my mom and my dad and make sure, hey, take your precautions, blah blah blah. If I see that coronavirus, I will jump in front of it like a Secret Service agent that would jump in front of the president. I will do that. If I see that coronavirus going after my mom, I'm jumping in front of it. Anyways, so yes, and sadly, that's not the way people are. Some people are just douchey. I've heard that there's people in other countries that were going around bars and they were basically spreading around. They were diagnosed with it and they were spreading it around. But let's put it all aside. The differences and everything. I mean, Trump actually posted his speech and it was actually pretty good. They talked about, because everybody's like, they're not doing anything, this, that, and this. And I'm like, actually they are, because they're trying to work with like healthcare companies and hospitals to provide care for anybody who needs treatment and where they don't have to pay. And then of course, if you have to take time off, they say like you're probably gonna have to take at least 2 weeks off. They're gonna work with businesses to provide capital, so then those people can still get paid for taking like an extended time off. So things are happening there. I know, I get it. Listening and looking at Pumpkinhead. Everybody's talking about you. I get it. But still, shit's happening. So let's just kind of come together right now. It's crazy. It's pretty crazy. I just wanted to just kind of chime in on that, because I see people like waiting for like what the government's going to do, the government, and then they're shitting on the country they live in for not doing anything. And I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? While you sit cozy tweeting, okay, while other people are like losing family members and getting sick by this shit, you're sitting there fucking tweeting. It just frustrates me a little bit, okay? You're shitting on your own country because they're not doing anything. It's like, no, take it amongst yourself to do something, okay? Take the precautions, okay? Look after those family members that need it, okay? Because like I said, if you're young and you're healthy, you're just probably going to have a bad flu if you get it. But elderly, parents, grandparents, look after them. Make sure they're taking big time precautions. Okay, my arm is starting to really hurt right now holding this. Sorry I talked way too long, guys, but I just want to say I love you. And if it gets to Mad Max Fury Road stages, well, so be it. It'll be a lovely day. I don't know what the fuck I'm even talking about now.